Sunny here from Oil and Vinegar Junction. So this week I thought it would be super fun to do a recipe to go on a side of something that's kind of become a hot little item in my store over the past couple weeks. A bunch of people have been coming in and getting the jalapeno mango white balsamic vinegar to drizzle on the top of their fish when they finish cooking it. And I just thought it would be perfect to make a little side dish for them so that while they're enjoying that, they can have it as a complete meal. So today we're just going to do a really quick summer corn saute, and we're going to pull the camera in a little bit close today so you don't have to see me the whole time. Lucky you. The best part is really there's like 4 main ingredients you have to chop up, and so it's definitely super quick and easy. So we'll just go ahead and get started. So I have a cast iron skillet here. I've had it on medium. It's good and warm. I'm going to use some oregano olive oil. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of it in my pan. And you can tell my pan is good and hot. The oil's got a good little bit of bubbling going on with it. And piece by piece, we're just going to add in our vegetables one at a time. I want the onions to cook the longest, so we're going to add those in very first. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. And then instead of adding our salt all at once, we're going to add our salt as we add in each new vegetable that's cooking. So we'll do about 1/4 teaspoon each time. We're going to let these get a little brown and cook for about 2 minutes. The onions always soak a lot of that oil in, so I'm going to add just a titch more to help me get through the rest of those vegetables. And next we're going to add in our red pepper. And we just have it cut pretty even in a nice little even chop. Just a red one. We're going to do about another 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Give it a quick stir and cook this next thing for 2 minutes again. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw our corn in and finish it off with about another 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Give it a quick stir, let that cook down, and our zucchini and our spices will be our very last thing we add. So I have a confession to make. The first time I cooked this, I did it with my corn that was cut straight off the cob and fresh, but I messed up when I was videoing it and I didn't have any more on hand. So I'm actually just doing it this time with frozen corn, which is just fine, especially in those winter months. If you want this again, just go ahead and pull out that frozen, and it won't be quite as good, but it will still be really good. So this time, we're going to add in the zucchini, and since that's soft, I want it to cook the very quickest of all of them. I'm also adding in 1/2 teaspoon coriander, 1/2 teaspoon cumin, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're going to add in some fresh ground pepper this time as well. Cooking the spices in this hot skillet will just kind of bring out their aromatic flavor that's naturally there, and just warm them and toast them a little bit for us to enjoy. I love that sound of freshly ground pepper. And we're just going to give this one more quick stir. Once again, I wish you were here and that you could smell this. It is heaven going on in this kitchen right now. All of our vegetables have cooked off beautifully. They have some great brown color to them. We're going to go ahead, we're going to finish it off. You can season it with some salt and pepper. I'm going to squeeze on a little bit of fresh lime juice. This, if you happen to make it through your meal and have leftovers, makes the most amazing filling for quesadilla with a little bit of Monterey Jack cheese or even pepper jack. We're going to turn it off the heat, and at the very end, we're just going to add about 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro. Because we sauteed this at a high heat, it's left some crunch in our onions, it's left some crunch in our peppers, and of course the corn. It should give it really, really great flavor. In my kitchen, I wish you could smell it instead of just seeing what I made, because there is just cumin and coriander in the air mixed with the peppers and the onions. Truthfully, it smells heavenly in here right now. I'm going to go ahead and give this a try because I just can't tell myself no anymore. It's perfect. You get that little bit of crunch that's in the peppers and in the onions. The corn like bursts in your mouth at the very end when you bite into that kernel. The zucchini just soaks in the flavor of the cumin and the coriander and the oregano from the oil. And that Himalayan salt, it just balances it out perfectly. I know that you are absolutely going to love this. Make sure that you give it a try as usual. If there's anything that you do to it differently, please comment below and let people know how you've made it your own or what you've done to improve it. And as usual, from my store to your table, enjoy.